Now, communication specialists say journalists have the right to ask any question as long as their job is concerned.
However, questions asked should be ethically sound. A report by Godfred Tanam.
Asking questions is the heart of journalism. Nothing can be written or broadcast without asking who said what, where, and how. Journalists must not express their opinions in news stories, and that is why questions are constantly asked. When a journalist asks a question, the interviewee either has the right to answer or to reject it. But at what point in time should a question be deemed wrong or right?
One can say that this is inappropriate for a journalist to ask this question or not, because if you definitely will have to ask a question pertaining to what is being discussed, okay? So if what is being discussed has nothing to do with what you are going to ask, then you don't even ask. But I think some journalists will ask that particular question because maybe that is the only opportune time for them to ask that question.
Sometimes we also need to be very careful about some of the questions we ask. There's an adage that is that you can tell a man by the question he or she asks. You see, there are certain questions you can't ask, or you don't ask the question in a certain way, and there are certain ways of asking.
If somebody asks you a question and you have an answer, you give to the person. If you do not have an answer, you let the person know that you do not have an answer. It's that simple.
According to Professor Kwame Kakari, a communications specialist, any question that has to do with someone's privacy is wrong to ask.
The only time a question by a journalist could be considered wrong is when the journalist's question is an intrusion into the privacy of the person they are interviewing or seeking information from, or when the question is absolutely false. The journalist is free to ask any question.
Recently, a journalist from Graphic Communications Group, Daniel Kenu, was allegedly assaulted for asking Asamoah Gyan a question concerning the death of Theophilus Tego, also known as Castro. The action has been condemned by many.